Beauty.
We love it.
We live it.
We fuck it.
Welcome to the Sick Podcast.
Hey, I'm Sunny.
I'm Chris, and we have our guest Stephanie. Today we're talking about beauty.
And what makes you beautiful? What makes someone else beautiful in our eyes?
In our eyes and in our hearts.
Yeah.
Why don't you start, Stephanie?
Yeah. What made you attract to other person? What makes you what makes you attracted to another person? Could be the opposite sex or the same sex. What makes them beautiful to you?
I think humor is a big thing for me. Especially if you can make someone laugh, that's beautiful. I think that's... But that kind of ties in. I feel like with this topic, my answer is always going to be, it's on the outside. It's on the inside. It's what's on the inside.
Okay. But if you had to choose something outside.
Like a physical feature?
Yep.
I would say like a lot of, I guess, symmetrical faces.
Symmetrical faces?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a big thing for me. How about you guys?
Sorry, lopsided people.
No.
You got no chance to play.
For me, what makes a person beautiful is what's in the inside.
What? You just said
That was not what you said like 2 minutes ago.
But in all seriousness, I think a physical feature that really makes me attracted to somebody is probably their eyes. Like in everybody's eyes. Look at Stephanie's eyes. Hers is dark brown, I think. And then Chris's eyes is just gorgeous. They're like a gray blue. They're like a blue and greenish, and it makes me fall in love every single time I look at it.
Sunny has fallen in love with me many times.
They got a whole lot of sexual tension going on
Well, you can cut it with a knife.
Yeah.
Especially in the bedroom.
Chris has serenaded me, and goddamn. If I would go gay, I would go gay for him.
I accept this compliment.
Couldn't be. Yeah.
Chris, what about you, man?
Beauty.
Beauty in the eye of the beholder.
There's definitely... Okay, so I would start inside first as well, because that's definitely what counts more for me too.
You can be a beautiful bitch.
A beautiful...
But inside...
Don't call ladies that.
Okay, you could be a beautiful woman, but
yeah.
Inside you could be an ugly bitch.
There you go.
All right.
I guess that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I just like it when people make me feel included, I guess. Or they would go out of their way to see what's up or something. Or someone that I can very easily vibe with in terms of humor or conversation, or there's never a dull moment or something like that. Or someone that can I don't know, even if there is not a lot of speaking between you, I feel like the silence, if you're comfortable in it, that's pretty cool too. I mean, I guess you don't have to talk all the time.
And I can definitely see that that thoughtful person. Obviously I just think of your significant other.
Yeah.
And so she's very in tune with her emotions, and she's always thinking about how other people are feeling.
Yeah.
And, so
and she always puts other people before herself too. And she has this very strong sense of responsibility and duty and stuff like that. And I like that too. The accountability
very
that you can feel with
grounded.
someone.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's fucking sexy. I'm into it. I'd also say I love some booty.
Whoa. 180.
Jump from the inside to the real quick.
If we're gonna change it up, yeah. I do love a good pair of buns.
The thick booties or the slim booties?
Or
any booty works.
You just know when you see it. You can't put it in a box, you have to appreciate it for what it's worth. And it's usually worth a lot.
That's a good answer.
Junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk.
How about you, Sunny?
I don't know. I think the weirdest thing I find attractive is probably someone's collarbone.
Yeah, collarbone. I could see that.
Collarbone?
Yeah.
He's talking about me again.
I think they call it the décolleté.
Yeah.
Which is that area.
Oh yeah?
I think that shit's hot. Because sometimes you see I don't know, man, when you see a sweaty person, and then you see that shit drip down to their collarbone, and they're damn.
You know what? That's fair. That's pretty fair.
So many like sweaty people.
Oh god. Hey, not too sweaty. Well, I mean, what's the weirdest thing that you guys find attractive?
Here, you go first then.
Well, thinking about it, I have to say, well, if I go past humor, I'm trying to think like step by step, what do I like find attractive? Like humor, personality, and then on the outside, I feel like naturally like a nice smile, a nice teeth.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Trying to be a future dentist.
Yeah, the
And
dentist likes teeth, surprise.
So a nice smile. Like even if like they don't have like the perfect set of teeth, like just a nice smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Does it have to be like perfect, pure whites or like?
No, naturally. I kind of go for like naturally like white teeth. Like personally, I think like the bleach look is like too much.
Yeah, a little too stark, like unnatural maybe. Mm-hmm. But that actually seems kind of like common, like a nice smile.
Yeah, a nice smile.
Something that I just find like very
like
a
weird.
random.
Yeah. Like a thumb. Something like that. Oh, something
thumb.
like the earlobe.
Oh, I love earlobes.
Yeah, earlobes.
I think when I was this is kind of weird. Oh. When I was old.
Oh no.
Sorry. When I was younger, my grandpa, he used to have really fat Buddha earlobes, okay? And so like he would let me like touch them and massage it because it was so fat and like soft.
Ooh.
My mom does that to my brother.
So I call it like an ear massage. It's kind of weird. I guess that's like one thing I like. And it's also, I think it's believed to say it's like a sign of good luck.
Thick earlobes.
Having like thick earlobes, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, do you do that to Ken?
Rub his earlobes? No.
Does he have those thick,
I'm lying.
illustrious
Probably
earlobes?
like touch them and then he'd be like, get off me.
No, I think Ken would like it.
I think he's secretly likes it.
Frieza hates it when I touch her ears. It's like before I even like touch her ears, she can sense it. And so her like head goes into her neck like this, and she just like freaks out.
Becomes a turtle.
Yeah, goes full
neck.
turtle into her shell. She's like, stop.
Maybe I don't know. Now it's you, Chris. Like
I kind of like ears too, man.
Ears.
Yeah, like
what part of the ear?
maybe just the shape, I guess. Well, I also love earlobes. Like they're very cool to play with, but sometimes like ears, they just like look cute.
Yeah.
You know. But I guess there's also like other stuff like, calves maybe.
Calves.
Oh, yeah. I've heard like some of my other guy friends say that too, and Ken's mentioned that too.
Love a
good
set of calves.
Delicious.
Oh.
Scum to the ocean, boy.
What makes them so attractive, Chris? It's just how they bend.
So the muscle. I think it's like the muscle.
I don't like. Have you ever squeezed like a nice calf? It feels good.
I mean, I touch my own, but I never squeeze anybody else's calf.
Well, that can count. You can be like, damn, my calves are fucking nice. In the shower, like you're going down to wash your leg, you're like, hold up. I think I'm getting something.
I saw a meme about something like that where like this girl, she didn't shave her legs on one leg and then shaved the other so she could feel like there was a man's legs. So
wow. That's freaking hilarious.
It kind of reminds me of those other memes where it's like someone's hands down and it's the feet and it looks like they're kissing, and then in actuality they're just like alone.
Yeah.
Or the classic like you turn around and you like hug yourself and like you're like kissing noises and stuff like that. I remember like, hey, have you guys? I know this sounds weird, but like I know people do it. But have you guys ever like practice kissing with like a pillow or kiss yourself in the mirror or something just to practice kissing?
Yeah. I guess so. It's been a long time now.
Maybe when I was like a kid, I'll admit, but like older, I don't think so.
I don't think in recent memory.
Yeah.
Maybe I would say maybe like middle school.
Yeah, I would kiss my TV when I was little for Jesse McCartney, and my mom would be like, "Get off it."
Ew.
No, but it'd be like a peck. It's not like I'm like licking. Ew, yeah, no.
Long makeout section with Jesse McCartney.
He was my first childhood crush. Yeah, he's got a special spot.
Maybe we could talk about how, like, maybe our first crushes and how we found them attractive at first.
That's a good one.
Like, what made them attractive to you, Chris, when you first found out about them? Like, you just look at them and like, God damn.
Are we talking about, like, childhood crushes or just any kind of crush?
Childhood, any kind, you know? Celebrity, anime.
I guess.
Doesn't have to be real. Could be an animal. I ain't judging.
You want to start with anime there?
Ah, man.
I think he wants to start with animals.
No.
No, you know what? Me and Sam have been talking a lot. I think it's Sunny's turn.
Hey, I've been talking.
That's true.
Ah, man.
Your first crush, Sunny. Or your most memorable one?
My most memorable crush. Ooh. That would probably be... I'm just talking about my first crush. It was this girl. She was the most popular girls always get the guy's first crush. So what I found attractive to her was, she was beautiful and she was gorgeous and she had that personality that come again would be that's very common between all of us. Personality. I don't know. Just found her very attractive. That's when I had a crush on her.
Was it like a specific feature you liked about her?
Her face, or
what about her face? Like,
I don't know, just her eyes and her just face structure just made her stand out from the rest of the girls.
What'd she look like, or what was different about her?
I think you guys know her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
shoot.
You guys know her. Yeah, you
Are
both
we friends
know.
with her?
She comes by the table once every often.
So that kind of
Really?
lowers the range of people.
Yeah. But you guys know her. But yeah, I had a crush on her. Like, I think freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Interesting.
You had your first crush pretty late then.
Yeah.
I would think.
I didn't like girls. That's what icky.
Man, I had a fiance when I was 6. I asked someone to marry me in Canada. And he said yes. So I always joke. And he always, he didn't have a girlfriend for a time, so he'd be like, oh yeah, my fiance's in Virginia.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, what about your, first actual hard crush?
My first crush is when I was in Simi Valley, California. We used to have a community pool and everything. And so I would go out to hang out in the pool just so I could see him. And he was just, tall. He was a little slightly taller than me. I think what features I liked about him were, just from the physical, was, he had a darker skin, tan skin, and then, he was just really kind. So I think when you're little, some guys are, really mean, or they're just really kind. So if anyone's, really nice to you, you're easily oh, I like him. And so that's what attracted to me.
I don't think Stephanie would like me back then.
This is our table.
Sonny would have been so mean.
Yeah, I was like, get out of here.
Man, even going back 4 years, Sunny probably still would have not liked me.
We did not get along when we first met.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I fucking hated her.
He called me scum the first day I met him, so there's that.
I've told this story many times before on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta re-listen
Many
to it.
And I called her scum. Hey, and I was right. She is scum. But but other than that, Chris, your first crush.
Your turn.
My first one? My first, I was in, kindergarten or something, and then me and this girl, both of our moms were teachers at the same elementary school, and so we always, hung out after school and stuff together while we waited for our moms to, be done with the day so we could go home. But yeah, we were yeah, you're my girlfriend. So, yeah.
Wait, what?
Did you ask her? Or?
Yeah, I think I did. I can't really remember. It's been a long time.
Wait, isn't this a story where she ghosts you?
She ghosts me?
Yeah.
Nah, because she moved to Arizona
Wow.
when we were in 3rd grade or something.
Oh.
So she was my girlfriend,
Wow.
quote unquote, for I don't know, pretty good long while. I mean, and we had another friend. The 3 of us always just hung out together after school because our parents worked there, and so that was a lot of fun. I guess that was my first crush was on her.
Now I'm talking about how young we were when we had a crush. How young is it that is allowed to have a crush on somebody? Is it like even the youngest age can have a crush on somebody, or or we have to wait until middle school to get into like?
I think you can have a crush at any age.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because you hear about these like little kids that might have a crush on their like babysitter or something, and they don't really know what it is that they're feeling.
Yeah.
They just like maybe they get attached to their babysitter or something. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just like speaking from like stories or whatever that I've heard, or just like other people's experiences, I guess. But
it's more like an infatuation. Like I have like a ton of little brothers, and so they have crushes on my friends who come over sometimes.
Oh, like who?
Like baby Hugh, he's really fond of like Esther, and he loves like playing with Mariama. Certain things. So yeah,
maybe he just likes girls.
Yeah, like that crushes start early.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe you don't understand like what it is until you kind of hit that puberty age or something. Yeah. When you start getting those like hormones and shit, and you're like, oh, okay, so, I get it.
So like until that hormone like hits, so that crush isn't like officially known until when they know now.
I feel like it's like the kind of like a pure form of crush because there's no maybe like sexual attraction or something. You're just attracted to this person for one reason or another,
or the idea of that person,
or that too.
It's kind of like maybe like what I'm saying is like you like want to, I know it's weird, but you say like you want to marry your dad or you want to marry your mom or something because they're like close to you or something like that. When you're a kid.
I don't think I've ever said that.
I don't think so either.
Did you say that?
No. But I've heard stories. I heard stories that sometimes like children like really are attached to their parents and say like, oh, like then when they like mom want to ask like, oh, who do you want to marry in the future? They're like, oh, I want to marry dad because he's so like, mom is like he's like he treats me so well. He like feeds me, so I would just want to marry him because like their conception of marriage is one where you just be together,
right?
Yeah.
Instead of like loving each other and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's kind of like an innocent marriage kind of thing.
That reminds me of like what people say like. Certain girls will be attracted to people who remind them of their dads.
That's true.
Because it's like what you're used to and what you feel comfortable with. And so usually, like, I heard that's a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Because they're kind of like our first, you know, interactions with the opposite sex of any kind.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true. And maybe the qualities or traits that they have are, like, kind of represented in, like, your significant other in some way or another. Like... For me, Lisa, she definitely does not look like my mom.
But does she act like your mom?
I think that there might be some similarities between them in how they're both pretty outgoing and they just both like love to have a good time and stuff like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a level of confidence that exists there that I don't really have, so I find it like admirable because a lot of times I'm like caught up in my own like whatever, you know. But, I don't know. I feel like Riza is very, like, secure in who she is. And I feel like my mom is, too. So I guess there's that kind of overlap there.
You balance each other pretty well. In that way. Yeah.
What about you, Stephanie and Ken? Like, do you see, like, kind of your dad in them in a way?
My upbringing was a little bit different. So I didn't really live with my parents growing up. So I had my grandpa and on my Vietnamese side and my uncle. So I feel like from that Vietnamese upbringing, maybe I was more attracted to like Vietnamese people.
Sure. Yeah.
And so from like that upbringing, like my grandpa and my uncle, they're like such gentleman-like people. They're so respectful. They never like yell or this just kind of like the model of like what I wanted in my future relationship because I'm a very sensitive person. So if I'm with someone who's a little more aggressive, it might be too much for me. But as you can see, like Ken's like really gentle and nice.
You kind of find like the perfect guy for that.
He's really nice. And
Ken is like one of the most soft-spoken and thoughtful people I think I've met.
And he opens up like when we're just together a lot, and he's really secretly funny. I think. Not I think I know. So.
That's good.
Maybe we'll get Ken on the podcast one day, Chris.
You guys should.
That'd be fun.
Talk him out like maybe his life as a dentist student. Like,
he has an interesting life. Like It's kind of off topic from what we're talking about, but he was born in Vietnam, so you guys could talk about that with him.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Like
It'd be interesting to get all
maybe
the
how
details on.
his journey from Vietnam and coming to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
how has affected his life. That's definitely something interesting to talk about.
Definitely. And maybe we can revisit this topic later too,
All right.
because it's been pretty good. But yeah, well, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a long time to get to this. Y'all don't know what we went through today.
Thanks for having me.
But yeah, I don't know, just thank you so much, and we'll hopefully see you again.
Yeah, for sure.
I love you.
Oh, I love you guys too.
Talk about that.
Man, I'm so hurt right now.